Chili con carne, sit in a bowl. Chili con carne, gonna burn my.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to the second ever episode of Dustbin Dick's Pick and Mix with me, Andy.
And me, Dustbin Dick.
And today we've decided to do tinned chili con carne. Ever had chili con carne in a tin?
I have. I quite like a tinned chili con carne.
Yeah. I think he's been looking forward to this a little bit too much.
Yeah, better than the curries, definitely.
To be fair, they do look all quite generic, don't they?
They look exactly the same.
So what would you look for in a good chili con carne?
I like a bit of heat, mate. I like a bit of spice, and I don't like it when they cheat and they kind of the taste of a chili con carne is cumin, isn't it? The main taste when you think of a chili.
Yeah, that smoky kind of
earthy
kind of flavour.
And I think they whack a bit too much of that in it, and it just kills it. So meat quality, consistency, obviously, and I suppose price, because some chilies in a tin they can be quite expensive for what they are. Really.
To be honest, I don't think I've ever eaten one. If I'm honest, no. It's one of those things I've always just made. But.
Yeah, I mean, I do prefer I do prefer my own, but it's very rare I have one. But I used to back in the day when I was like studying and stuff.
Bachelor.
Yeah. Back in the day,
can't be asked to cook.
It was either a pot noodle or a tin of chili. Yeah.
So you should be a bit of an expert on this. Then.
Yeah, I'm your man for testing those.
What do you like with? Because I know you're a bit of a carnivore, and you're not big on your veg and stuff.
I mean, it's there for a bit of body, but yeah, the meat's got to be the star of the show for me, mate, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I mean, instantly you can see. Would you guess that maybe the cheaper ones have got more kidney beans in to kind of pack it out?
I would think so, or just more sauce in general, less content, less of anything really. Like I could see a couple that doesn't look like much of anything, where there's one or two that looks like it's got a lot of meat and beans.
And peppers as well. I can see peppers in a few of them, which I'm quite surprised about in a kind of tin. I don't know why. Right, should we get cracking then?
Let's get started.
Cool. Right, same as last time then. Over there on A, we've got our disposable little wooden forks here, so we're not crossing paths. We're not
double dipping.
Not double dipping.
Double dipping.
Go for it then, mate. Grab A.
A.
Not number A, as I kept saying last week. This is letter A.
It's not number A.
Let's have a look at that. Do you want me to?
Yeah, you got longer arms than me, mate.
So how does that look? To be honest, they all look very similar. This one, probably, I don't know if it's just because everything's fell to the bottom, but it doesn't look like it's got much in it other than
it's a strange colour, mate.
It is actually, isn't it?
It looks like it's got turmeric in it. It's like yellow.
You might be right. There we go. So there's not much meat at all in that, is there?
Nah.
I'm gonna get some beans because I literally can hardly see any meat.
Yeah, it's all sauce and no trousers, that one.
Oh,
bit bland as well.
It is, isn't it?
Just cumin.
It is literally just taste of cumin.
And it's got like the curries. It's got that gloopy consistency. It's not a sauce. It's like a paste.
Now these are cooled down a bit, so that might be partly because of that. But still, what we found with the curries last time was the better ones didn't get that horrible consistency.
No, even when we left them, they still looked decent consistency, didn't they? Yeah, and disappointed.
It's got a little bit of heat.
Yeah,
that's probably its only saving grace. It's got a bit of heat.
It's got a bit of heat.
But it is mostly sauce.
It is just mostly sauce. The meats. When I eat a chili, I like chunks of meat. I like chunks of soft, tender beef.
Yeah, because there's obviously a couple of ways you can do chili. You can do it with like mince. But my favourite ones is when you do it with like slow cooked brisket, and it kind of just melts into the sauce.
Yeah, I usually sear my brisket and then like chop it small cubes, let it cook nice and slow, and then sometimes I grate a little bit of dark chocolate on it and just stir it in.
Always finishes it off, gives it a bit of depth.
Yeah. Alright, that was A.
So it's a pretty poor start, I'd say, but it looks like it gets better from there, let's face it. Let's go for B then.
Number B.
Number B.
I don't know why I keep picking it up, you've got longer arms.
So instantly I can see it's definitely chunkier.
It's less yellow.
It's less yellow, yeah.
Really yellow.
Go on then, go for it.
Alright.
Again, there's not a lot of meat in it.
It's still, it's definitely another minced job.
But then, let's have a look. See, look, it's kind of, there's not a lot of substance to it, but it's more...
No chunks of meat.
To be fair, look, there's at least there's peppers in there.
Yeah, and
gives
you know what?
I'll
wait for you to put that in your gob. You can taste them, can't you? More.
Taste what? The
peppers.
Yeah.
That's just cumin.
Yeah, that's definitely got more depth to it.
That's got less heat.
Mm.
I can taste the kidney beans. I know that sounds mad.
No, I can
taste the kidney, and I can taste the pepper in that.
I can also taste the beef in that one.
Yeah.
Even though there's not a lot in there.
Yeah.
It's got a beefy flavour to it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
That's a step up.
Better.
You think? Okay. Shit. Decent. Let's hope it gets better from here then.
Cool.
Now this one, I think looks potentially the best.
I do agree.
Looks the best.
It's got, you can see, it's probably hard to pick up on the camera, but it's got chunks of meat, chunks of peppers. Obviously, it's got the beans in there, but you can see there's herbs in there. And the consistency of the sauce looks.
Potentially some coriander in there or something, or even like sometimes I put oregano in mine. That's quite nice.
Give it a little stir.
Give it that kind of Mexican.
Yeah, it's got chunks of actual meat in it.
I feel quite optimistic about this one. So yeah, this definitely looks better.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
it's got. I've never tasted a chili like that. If I'm honest, it doesn't actually taste like chili.
it's really powdery.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not as good as it looks.
They've put too much herb in it. It tastes like
We'll have to go for a second taste.
I think I might have to. Have you got a spare spork?
Spork. A wooden spork to walk. A wooden fork, a walk.
I can see all the herbs in it. I thought I had meat earlier, but I don't think so.
It's not the herbs that's making, because that would just be like parsley or coriander. It's not that.
No, I know what they've done there.
It's lacking in sweetness, I think. It needs something in it.
Yeah, that's actually not very nice, mate.
It's not, is it? It's quite bitter.
It's the weirdest chili con carne. How to explain the taste of that? I'm usually pretty good at explaining those in my own little way. It's like somebody's give them a recipe for chili and they've gone rogue with it, and they have some leftover bits left, and it's got all the elements. I can see tomatoes there and stuff, but it doesn't taste like beef at all.
It's got no aftertaste either.
No.
Or if it is, it's like a bitter aftertaste. There's no smokiness to it. This one,
Right, I'm gonna cleanse my palate.
Where are we? D. So this one has got a lot of beans in it.
It looks like mainly bean.
It's got kidney beans and what look like, I would say, borlotti beans.
Mm.
But it's quite chunky. I'm fairly optimistic.
Alright.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, well,
Can't see a lot of meat.
In for a penny, in for a pound, mate. I'm gonna get a good chunk of this. I see chunks of meat.
Oh yeah, I can see. Yeah, it's still minced, but it's quite big chunks.
Mm.
Okay.
Can I be honest?
No. Yes.
It's boring. There's no heat in it. Is there? The flavour and the textures are all right.
I was going to say, I think the aftertaste of that one is better than these.
Yeah, it's
aftertaste.
okay, but
But there's zero heat whatsoever.
that's really disappointing. That could be a nice chili, but they've like, I don't know, wimped out on
Bit of Tabasco or something in there, that'll be alright. But what I find strange about that is, like I say, the aftertaste is better. But how can you get no heat in a chili?
I don't know. How have they done that?
I don't know. But I like the fact that it's chunkier. I like the fact that it'll be nicer to eat because it's
That's
chunkier.
really disappointing, because that, by look and the consistency and the ingredients that are there, had the potential to be a banging chili, but they're really disappointing. It's got zero heat whatsoever.
I think one thing we are finding is that there's not that much massive difference between all of them. You know, like with the curries last week.
Oh god, yeah.
Last to first was like
shades apart.
Light and shade.
Yeah, these are very similar, and at the minute all pour in their own little way.
Yeah, yeah. I'll finish that.
It's one of our glamorous assistants. Just having a moment.
Right, you ready for this last one? We've got through these quite quick. You know what, it seems quicker this time because we had 6 curries last time, whereas we've only got 5. We're going for 5. We think that's probably a better number.
Yeah.
So this is A, B, C, D, E. I still have to do that.
Number 8.
Number 8. Let's have a look at that.
This looks like this looks like what a chili.
It looks like
in
some
a tin should.
people would make.
Yeah, it looks like a chili. Again, I can't see any chunks of meat.
No.
And the colour's a bit weird.
It is actually. Again, it's kind of yellowy. But I like the fact that it's got, I can see chunks of onion and chunks of pepper in it, which I like.
Not a bad taste, but quite a weak taste.
Again, there's no heat whatsoever.
No heat. That does taste like when you think about, I'm going to have a chili con carne. Well, you probably won't, but when I've had chilies from a tin before and they've been decent quality, that does taste like an average chili con carne out of the tin. But again, no heat.
No.
Not very complex.
And the problem is we can't judge this by how much heat there is, because that's the danger.
Yeah.
Because we both like spicy food.
Yeah, and to be fair, if you wanted a hot chili, you wouldn't buy one in a tin, would you?
No.
A chili connoisseur would make a chili to their own.
Because the heat will kind of fade over time anyway, especially in a tin. Right, so that's all 5.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be quite difficult to judge.
I do too. I know what's probably my favourite and then my least.
Well, let's go with which one do you think? Which one's your favourite?
I'm gonna have to say, other than the heat, I prefer this one with the
I think you're probably right, because that to me had the best aftertaste.
Yeah.
And it's nice and chunky.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's agree on that one then.
Substantial.
Substantial. It's substantial.
It's beautiful. Beautiful people. Right, to D.
So D's in first place.
To make it easier, I'm going to say that this one with all the herbs in is my least favourite.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not so sure.
Are you thinking that? Because we'd have to have a little double test, don't we?
Are you saying that one's second?
I can't actually remember.
I think that was the hotter one.
Okay.
I think that was second, personally.
Oh yeah. If that's the hot one.
Because that was the hotter one, and it had a half decent taste as well.
Yes, yeah.
It's just a bit wishy-washy. There's not as much stuff in it. But are you happy for that to go to the
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I think we might have to retry those.
I think I can't remember. I've just eaten that one, so that one I think is going to be next. It's these two I think that I'm not sure about. That one, to me, had nothing offensive in it. The sauce was nice, and it had the meat, and it had all the content. I think these two have got like a funky aftertaste, but I don't know which of the two.
We have to get some more. What we call them? Walks, wooden forks. Walks.
Call them walks.
Can I get some more walks?
So just if you want to be a glamorous assistant for the South Birmingham Curry Club and you don't charge any money, just let us know in the comments and we'll be in touch. It will consist of providing walks and water. Thanks.
What are you talking about? Walks and water?
Walks and water.
You're trying to find people to walk on water?
Sure am.
Right. So we decided on
these two are locked in. These two.
Computer, lock them in.
Lock them in. These are good.
Right. Let's just go back to this one because I feel a bit bad on this one because it looks good.
Yeah, it does. It looks like it should deliver, but I can't remember if it delivers.
Well, I remember us being disappointed.
Yeah, I'm still at the minute. I don't like the taste of that. They've ruined it. It doesn't taste like a chili. That's the one that tastes like a curry.
It's got a bitter aftertaste. It's got a weird bitter aftertaste.
It has. It tastes like it's almost been burnt and they've scraped that off the bottom of the pan.
Alright, well let's give them all a fair whack.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not nice, that one.
Now this one looks the worst. This is the
there's
pretty much nothing in it.
A luminous orange one.
Just a sauce.
It's like a glow stick that's been broken. It's very saucy as well, there's not much in it.
I think that's going to last for me.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Not much flavour, there's nothing in it.
That's not great, actually, but tasting that again, that is... Yeah, that is not a chili con carne at all.
So we do the big reveal. Here comes The big reveal. Boom, boom. Right, ready for this? This is last place in our chili in Dustbin Dick's pick of the week for chili con carne.
No, don't ever get this one.
Oh, it's our old faux Princes again.
The sneaky Princes.
Do you remember last time? That was one of the worst ones last time, wasn't
What
it?
are they playing at? Why are they still in business?
And what you said last time was, if that was in like a posh area, they could probably charge a bit of money for it.
People would be lulled into looking at that and thinking it's a brand. And honestly, guys, that is just
Princes, shame on you.
it's a disgusting tin of chili con carne.
It's not fit for Princes.
It's not fit for a tin. It's a waste of a tin, that is.
Yeah, it's not even fit for Prince,
No.
and he's dead.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it to dead Prince. Or the curry, or the chili.
I don't know, some of his outfits. But it says hot on it as well. That is not hot.
It's full of crap.
Man's not hot.
Let me hang on. I know what it's going to say. But just like the Prince's curry, it's high in protein. That's the one I compared to an earthworm.
This one,
they're not claiming.
No, but it does say serve with rice and sour cream, or just as a topping for jacket potato. Perfect, apparently. If that's your idea of perfect, then you want to get your taste.
If you want to ruin a jacket potato, get that one.
Okay, so how much would you pay? Well, not how much would you pay.
How much would people pay?
How much do you think people would pay for Princes?
Now, I am not going to be tainted by my knowledge of the price of the Prince's curries, which was
mid-range, weren't they?
Yeah,
they were mid-range.
But I've always seen tinned chilies, and they're always a bit pricey. I'm going to say £2.
£2. Well, if you found out that was 35p cheaper than that, would you still buy it?
No.
So that's £1.65 for Prince's hot chili con carne.
Yeah, no.
Crap. So second from last then. So Dustbin Dick's second worst chili con carne of the week is C. Drum roll, please.
What are we talking?
Whoa!
Wow.
Now that is a turn up for the books.
Wow.
So M&S won our curry one last week, quite comfortably.
And they failed.
You have failed miserably.
That's the one that has got the weirdest. What they've tried to do there is reinvent a chili con carne.
You reckon?
They've overegged
Tried
it.
to be a bit clever.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like a chili con carne.
At least they said that's medium. It's still medium.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of medium.
But they said that was hot. But that's a bit of a shocker.
I'm blown away by that.
I mean, to be fair, they've made it look nice, and it does look. Well, it doesn't, because it looks like there's a load of meat on the actual tin, but there's no meat in it. Well,
yeah,
no, it's one of the better ones looking wise, but
yeah, but that was just disappointed with it. It had a weird flavour to it. That's the one that we said tasted like a curry.
yeah. But it's weird 'cause it looks the best, but flavour wise, it was seriously lacking. So what you're saying for price wise?
Oh, it's got to be £2.50, and that's me being conservative.
You've never been Tory in your life. So M&S, what we're calling it? That's just chili con carne, £2.50, bang on.
Oh yeah,
on the nose. So unlucky, M&S. You'd let yourself down there after the curry last week.
Yeah,
it was pretty decent. They've let yourself down.
I think they've lost track of what in their
lost track of what their life is doing in general.
Well, yeah, they need
Mark and Spencer.
They need to have a word with themselves with that one.
Yeah.
I think someone's got a little bit
overexcited.
I think that's somebody new into the role.
First day on the job. Definitely. Right, you go and sort the chili out. We've got all the experts over here doing the curries. You go and sort the chili out.
Yeah, and they've missed the
mark. They've tried a bit too hard.
I think what they've done is actually stole a bit of the guy's curry because they couldn't be bothered to make their own chili.
They had leftover curry
and then just threw some beans in it.
that is possible. Right, so mid part now, midway. So right, last one then. Okay, not last one. Third place. Ooh, look. Can't get this one off. Wow. Right.
Asda. What?
Now that's interesting. Asda Smart Price Chili Con Carne. So, whereas this one massively underperformed, I would say that probably overperformed.
Definitely.
It wasn't great, but it beat an M&S one.
Yeah, it did. It did.
And you can even use your camping cutlery to
awesome.
to eat it with. Can you see that? So, Obviously, that's Asda's.
That's a budget, isn't it? That's a
budget
proper
one.
budget
It's
one.
like the Morrison Savers or whatever we had last week.
We had
Whatever.
a shocker last. Yeah, well done, Asda. That's surprising.
Yeah.
Because I know that's going to be cheap.
Well, how cheap do you think it's
I
going to be?
think that's going to be. How much was the Prince's one again?
Prince's
160 something.
165.
I reckon that's going to be £1.9.
£1.9. Very, very precise. Well, you're way off. 59p.
Wow.
So you could pretty much get 5 cans of that for one of them. People,
I would.
don't go to M&S. Get yourself down to Asda, down the Saver aisle, and get one of them instead.
Hello.
Don't get me wrong, we still wouldn't really recommend that.
Yeah, it's not a 5. But yeah, alright, yeah. Tastes like, it does taste like a chili. Those two don't actually taste like chili.
No. Right, go on then. You can do second place and I'll do the drum roll.
Ooh.
Let you have a go.
Give me fingers a rest.
Oh, what is it?
Morrison's Chili Con Carne.
Morrison's Chili Con Carne. Wow. That's pretty decent then, because again, it's not like a budget one, but it's
not going to be.
You wouldn't expect it to be better than M&S anyway.
Not at all. It's going to be a similar price range to this one, but more, I think, a little bit more.
So that was the one that had a bit of a kick to it.
Yeah, that one has definitely got a key.
And that one says mild. So that's supposed to be mild, but that was the hot one. Not hot, but. And these are all supposed to be. So that one was.
I think they're all meat. It's just Prince's that claimed theirs was hot.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Princess, you wrong.
You liars. You liars. Bunch of liars.
We don't like you. So, Morrison's Chili Con Carne. What you saying for price then, Dustbin Dick?
I reckon. I'm not gonna be swayed by how cheap this one was. I'm gonna say that is another. I'm gonna go £1.10.
£1.10. Not a bad guess. £1.60.
Oh, okay.
So it's still one of the cheaper ones. In fact, it's second cheapest.
Yeah.
So well done to Morrison's. You did well there.
Fair play.
Right. So now we're down to the big kahuna, the big cheese,
Big Mama.
the chili that's beaten all these others. It's still not great, but it's the best one we have. It's Dustbin Dick's pick of the week for chili con carne. Quick. Twig like a tiger. That's what she said. Oh, the big boy.
Dag.
The big boy. So that is like, they're known for their chilies, aren't they?
Yeah. And they're the chili people.
They are the chili kings, the kings of the chili. How much meat in this one?
Enough.
23%.
Yeah.
To be fair, there's a lot of beans in that one, isn't there?
There's a lot of everything in that one.
Yeah. But flavour-wise, that was by far the best.
A chili to me is a combination of lots of different ingredients cooked properly, which then tastes like a chili. What they've tried to do with some of these is just make it taste like a chili without actually doing the work behind it.
Yeah.
Where that tastes like a chili because it is a chili, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't like a chili that blows my face off. I do with curries, but chili I quite like a mild, but these aren't even mild. It's just a boring level of heat.
Yeah.
It's like consumer
like you
grade.
said earlier, all you can taste is cumin with a lot of them.
Yeah, and I think they play it safe because it's in a tin and they know it's going to be eaten by a lot of people. Because it's quite a popular family dish, isn't it?
Yeah.
A chili.
And it's versatile as
and
well.
I think if that was blow your face off hot, it wouldn't sell as much.
Maybe that's what it is.
Unless you advertise it as this is going to blow your face off.
because it's versatile as well. You can have baked potato, rice,
Exactly. It's,
whatever.
It's safe, isn't it? It's a safe heat.
So there you go. I don't think any of them were great, were they?
Not really.
I think I've been slightly disappointed. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think because they were all fairly similar in the sense that except this one, they all had that same typical, let's just chuck loads of cumin in it to make it taste like a chili.
Again, no layers. What we like with our curries, we like layers. You have to be able to taste something first. And you taste something and then you get an aftertaste after that's different. Yeah. None of these have got any of that. No. I mean, it's in a tin, to be fair. I don't know how.
I think we are probably pushing the expectation levels of tin food past where they.
Probably right, where they're capable. Because it sits on a shelf for so long, I suppose.
I mean, the shelf life on some of these is like 2 years, so that's pretty good.
I'll look at that of interest. 1994. None of them are great, but we think we've given you a good guide here on what to stay away from.
Again, don't ever buy a Prince tin of anything.
No.
Never.
And we've proved, I suppose. Oh, the stag chilli. How much was the stag chilli?
Oh. I'm going to say what it's worth.
Oof.
I know. I'm going to say...
Going rogue. He's going rogue.
I'm going to say £2.5.
£2.5. You say £1.90.
Bargain.
So, as usual, if you enjoyed watching this, press like, subscribe so you find out about our future videos, and let us know if you want to suggest anything that we can do next. Right, so there's only one thing for us to do then. We've done the pick. Now it's time for the mix.
Here comes the bowl.
By the way, he does take this home with him after.
This is from mine. It's my bowl.
It's my bowl.
In my bowl.
Right, go on then.
Right. I was going to put the best one on the top, but we're going to mix it anyway, aren't we?
Yeah.
Right, let's get it in. Now, from when we did this last time, it all tasted better when it was mixed, didn't it?
It did.
It kind of, the good outweighed the bad. That is a lot of chilli.
Yeah, the dog's been eyeing this up. Let's have a go.
It's better. It's better mixed.
That's better.
Yeah, it's alright that.
Double dip, so you're taking that home.
Box it up. I'll take it home.
Catch you later.